And I'll regret. I'm gonna start now. Actually, naturally, I have occasion to make use of pawnbrokering service from time to time. Are you seriously suggesting I colluded with these thugs to break into the place on the night of the murder? I have no intention of admitting to such an outrageous accusation. Even certain parties here present claim that my blood was found at the scene. Scaramouche? Yeah.
Some Scaramouche.
Some Scaramouche detective's homebrew tincture can hardly be taken as serious evidence. God, they're fucking British.
Big word.
Man, that's a lot of words you're saying. Unfortunately for you, you're fucking old.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
So, you deny the accusation completely, do you?
I must say, I am dismayed. For the highest court in the land to be swayed by the self-professed detective's toys. We can be racist together.
What the fuck was that?
It was the will of the jury, and our great British justice system demands that the jury's will is upheld.
Then it would seem we have the misfortune of a most inept assembly of jurors today.
By the 9.
How long am I expected to be detained here?
If, following the defense's cross-examination, your involvement in this matter has not been established, you will be free to leave immediately.
Good. I shall be away in time for afternoon tea. Some small consolation, at least.
Let us not hold up Mr. Creighton any longer then. Any longer than necessary. Counsel, proceed with the cross-examination.
So, we meet again, Mr. Eckert Benedict. Who is it, Mr. Graydon? My apologies. You are? I've never seen your kind before. Poor. Yeah, Poor. Your name's Poor. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, defense lawyer.
Ah! A man of culture!
We have met. If you say so. Ashley Graydon. Enchante. So. What? I trust we can conclude this quickly. I'm not holding your flashy hat while we do. Nice catch, bozo. Is it wrong to say that he's kind of hot? Blonde hair, blue eyes. Hold it! Blood was found at the scene of the crime. There's no question of that. Mr. Jones' chemical analysis has positively identified the substance as such. I am not the only human to have blood running through my veins, am I? How can you be sure that the blood is mine? equally be the blood of one of these two miscreants. The beetle. Every individual blood has a slightly different composition, it seems. Mr. Sholmes' chemical is able to differentiate. Spare me the science lesson! Who is this Sholmes character anyway? Oh, I assume all Londoners would know the name. He's a a renowned detective.
Damn. He got us.
Damn. He's not that great. He's kind of a dumbass.
So even you are unable to bring yourself to say.
Great detective.
Oh my god.
A great detective, you say? Psh, how in the realm of fairy tales are we? Oh, what do you guys say, Nash?
Excuse me.
Excuse me!
Excuse me.
Do you have something to say about that, Mr. Skulkin? Not you, Mr. Skulkin. I mean the other Mr. Skulkin.
Nay.
No, the Mr. Skulkin next to you. Right, I had it without to hear with this. How many times I gotta tell you? Yes, I know, you're not Big Rough Scully. Mr. Nash Skulkin! You should have said that in the first place.
Mm-hmm. You what?
Is it not the case that when Mr. Graydon just spoke, a thought went through your mind? Would you care to share that thought with the court?
Me thoughts? I don't have none of them. Must have been him.
No, you fucking dumbass. Mr. Nash Skulkin, answer the question, please! What went through your mind when Mr. Graydon just spoke?
Nothing. Honest, Gov. Nothing. I was just thinking. If he waves his arm around like that much more, it'll open up the wound again. That's all.
What wound?
Hmm. Well, he took the bullet, of course. It was only 2 days ago. It ain't gonna be sealed up yet. So I was, well, you know, I was worrying for him, and... Oh, well, spells!
No, that's AC/DC, not the Beatles.
Mr. Graydon, did you hear that? What? Your comrade is worried about you, it
Take your
seems.
business once in a while. Nobody put in up a fight.
On account
I've
of
got
your
my bell,
injured
I'm gonna
arm.
take you to hell.
My lord?
Yes, Mr. Graydon?
I have no idea what these two wretches are talking about. Certainly I shouldn't be expected to answer anything in relation to their mindless insuations.
Insinuations.
Yes, that word! We know that...
Graydon, you appear to be suffering from a stroke.
I won!
Damn. This is
We
the
have
second
lost-
person that's died today.
We know that someone... Oh, wait, I didn't win. I still need to prove Gina's innocence. And my only witness is dead.
If anything, you just made life harder for yourself.
We know that someone other than the victim was hit by a bullet at the scene of the crime 2 nights ago. And from the height of the bullet hole in the wall, that person was likely hit in the upper arm, or thereabouts. Perhaps you allowed a court
You're
of
cutting
thinking...
in and out, Nick.
Oh, I am?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, you were a little
Oh.
bit, yeah.
It's Manfred all over again.
Perhaps you allow the court official to examine your arms, sir? The left arm that you're currently clasping with your right hand as if in pain? No! Oh, okay. Oh! No! I refuse. You have shown no evidence whatsoever that links me to these common thieves. Accordingly, I am not obliged to permit any such invasion of my privacy. Let me just, there you go. But,
Oh, hey.
But
as I've already
Never mind,
said,
it's not on sale anymore.
I'm completely uninvolved in all of this. I never had anything to do with the pawnbrokery where this fellow was killed whatsoever. I take offense at the insinuation that I was in any way involved.
there you go.
See, I'm smart sometimes.
You claim to have had nothing whatsoever to do with Mr. Windibank's pawnbrokery.
My lord, the defense would like excuse me. The defense would like that last statement to be added to Mr. Graydon's formal testimony.
Why is everyone tripping over their words?
we know English good.
Meekins, did you wax the floors?
Yes.
God damn it, British Meekins. Very well, counsel. Continue with your testimony, Mr. Graydon.
I'm going to say a slur. The bottom
Go
line.
ahead, we're in British times.
Beep, 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 beep. The bottom line is, I never had anything to do with the...
I agree with that statement.
The bottom line is, I never had anything to do with the pawnbrokering establishment where the man was killed. Never had anything to do with it. You forgot that I was there, Mr. Graydon, on the very afternoon of the incident. Obviously, I'm not a complete stranger to the pawnbrokers. I'm currently on the lookout for an armchair to furnish my study. No! You were there to redeem an article! I have no idea what you're talking about. What do you guys say?
Excuse me.
Do you have something to add, Inspector? Come again, Sunshine. You were there too, in fact. Weren't you, Inspector, that afternoon? Well, yes, I do remember meeting yourself and the pawnbroker that afternoon. You, your young Japanese assistant, and the accused were all present, as I recall. At that time, the witness, Mr. Graydon, was trying to acquire a particular article. Well now... I'm afraid I don't remember too clearly. What? But you must! I'm not going to lie and pretend I remember something that I don't. What's going on here? I smell a traitor among us.
Groggs, he showed us a picture before, didn't he?
Damn, Neo, you died that You died that quick?
Sorry. You know, from the cameras that Holly installed in window banks.
Yes, of course.
Excuse me.
Your excuse. Oh, well, your burp just killed my Joy-Con.
Indeed. And the gentleman pictured bears a striking resemblance to the witness, I must say.
Exactly! Which proves that Mr. Grayton was in the shop on the afternoon in question. At no point have I denied that fact. I merely entered the shop to pursue the articles on sale and have a word with the broker. Nothing more. This makes no sense. I understand why Mr. Grayton might be trying to cover his tracks. But why would Gregson be trying to avoid giving testimony about what happened? That's all he's going to say on the matter, is it?
What do you think, Bruno?
I think he has no intention of telling us anything. He's well aware that the less he says, the less chance he has of giving himself away.
The complete opposite of Holly, then. He seems to think that the more he says, the better.
Well, at least I managed to prize a little more information from these witnesses' lips. All thanks to the Skulkin brothers.
Yes, they were the key to it after all.
So he says he had nothing to do with Winterbanks. Well, we know that's not true.
Perhaps now would be a good time to have a proper look through the court record.
Good idea. You never know what tiny scrap of information could become a valuable weapon. You fucking liar.
Objection.
Have you ever seen this disc before, Mr. Grayton? Why? Is it supposed to mean something? This disc was, until the day of his murder, in pawn in Mr. Winterbank's shop. It was redeemed by the defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade, that afternoon. However, somebody mysteriously appeared to try to take it from her. And that somebody was you, of course. Wasn't it, Mr. Grayton? As I have reiterated numerous times now, you are mistaken. That was not me. I never seen that disc before in my life. It may have escaped your notice, but there is a small smear of blood on the disc.
Ah, yes, resulting from an abrasion of the thumb, perhaps.
That's right. The surface of the disc is covered in hundreds of tiny metal bumps. In the skirmish to acquire the disc, the thumb of the person who tried to take it suffered minor lacerations. Give me your hand, idiot. So, while the disc bears the remnants of that skirmish in the form of this smear of blood, the thumb of the person in question must bear the remnants also in the form of a scratch!
Good gracious, indeed it must.
Mr. Graydon? You refused to allow the court officer to examine your arm before. Are you now going to refuse to allow to examine your thumb? Because I have no doubt that it bears a small scratch consistent with the smear of blood on the disc. Well, well. It would seem I underestimated you. I like your funny words, Japanese man.
What is the meaning of this?
So you admit it now? You admit you have a scratch on your thumb from when you attempted to take the disc from the defendant?
Order! Order! Well, Mr. Graydon?
It would appear there has been something of a misunderstanding here. I did not attempt to take the disc, as you put it. No, quite the reverse. What are you trying to say? It's really quite simple, you see. The disc was mine from the outset. Is there some crime in taking an item that you own at the pawn? What?
It would seem, Mr. Graydon, that in this piece of evidence, my learned friend has established a link between yourself and the incident. Accordingly, you will tell the court everything you know about this disc. Now.
As you wish. Though I'm quite sure it has nothing whatsoever to do with the pawnbroker's murder. There's a note on the disc saying, for McGilded, but the item belongs to me. The redemption ticket was stolen from me by the accused, that filthy gutterling, on the day in question. I proceed at once to the shop in order to explain my situation and redeem my article. In the end, of course, the disc was taken by the police. In other words, I had absolutely no reason to break into the shop later that same night.
Did I hear you correctly, sir? Gilded, you say? The famous London philanthropist. Who perished in this very courtroom 2 months ago, after being acquitted of a distinctly messy murder? Are we ever going to find out who did that shit?
Probably not. Yes, my lord, the one and the same.
Good lord, Mr. Graydon. Are you saying that Mr. McGilded and yourself were acquainted?
Yes, that's correct.
Kill! Order! Well, I certainly didn't expect to hear that name uttered here in my courtroom again. Bitch, it was a murder! How was there not a trial?
No we didn't. No. It caught on fire by a ghost. What do you want them to do? According to what Gina...
The ghost did it.
Criminal investigations?
How can you criminal investigate? How can you criminal investigate a ghost?
I don't fucking know.
Because it is probably not a ghost.
We know for a fact that ghosts exist in this universe. It was a ghost. It was Mr. Kraft's shopping list.
I'm gonna
We
kill
need
you.
to get
I'm
a
gonna
fan
kill
on
you.
the line.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill. I'm gonna kill.
According to what Gina
You gotta
told
call in one of the Fey ancestors.
Exactly. According to what Gina told us, the disc was placed in the pond on that fateful night 2 months ago. McGilden himself gave instruction to deposit it at Windibanks. My eyes.
It's funny that Mr. Graydon here is claiming the disc belongs to him then, isn't it?
In all likelihood, he's lying. So he appeared that afternoon at Windibanks in order to get his hands on McGilda's disc for some reason.
Excuse me, GCW. What do you mean, Great Sasuke versus Maki Ito? Counsel, you will commence your cross-examination, please. What do you mean, Maki Ito and Great Sasuke?
Hold it!
Yes, it was taken by Inspector Gregson here, wasn't it? That's right. That was the very man. Apparently, the police are collecting anything that has a connection to Mr. McGilda as evidence.
Excuse me.
Is something wrong, Inspector? Well, what do you mean? The last remark Mr. Graydon made in his testimony seemed to trouble you in some way. No it didn't. It's nothing. Leave it alone. Let me ask you this, Inspector. Why is Scotland Yard gathering Mr. McGilda's possessions? I can't tell you something like that, Sunshine. He's investigating men.
One second.
Okay. Ba-bum.
What is it, Inspector? Investigative secrets?
Yeah, he's investigating men. Yes, exactly. You should know all about that.
Magnus McGilded, who died so unexpectedly after his trial 2 months ago. A man renowned throughout the capital for his great contributions to public life. Yet he had a dark side too. He was the Dark Vader.
What? Where you going with this, Van Zeeks?
I told you he is the Sith Lord. Did you not hear me? Are you not be hearing what I am saying? Sprechen Sie English? Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
No.
I suppose the police are dealing with the aftermath of his nefarious activities, are they?
That's enough! Corporate like me have duties to carry out that we're not at liberty to talk about. That's all you need to
He
know.
said duty.
Pooh.
Scheiße conferred by Lord Strongheart, I presume. It's German for shit.
Ooh.
The Lord Chief Justice appears to have great faith in you, Herr Inspector. I'm becoming more German by the minute.
The bottom line is, if you want to get more out of me, you're gonna need Lord Strongheart's paw print first. What's all this about? I feel like there's something going on between Grexa and Lord Van Zeeks here.
Well, it would appear the inspector has revealed all he is at liberty to reveal. Mr. Graydon, let's return to your testimony.
Gladly, my lord.
Actually, no, wait, no. At this time period, coal would be a good thing.
Yeah.
Dead child workers? I don't know.
Objection!
This disc was deposited at Winterbanks on Magnus McGilded's instructions. You knew that, and you went there with the intention of obtaining it for yourself.
Objection!
Conjecture again, and in any case, the disc was taken into custody by the police that afternoon. The witness has had no reason to visit the Pornberkery again after that night.
Sorry, my learned friend, but that's not true. Ha, I stole your thing.
You didn't steal my vine. What?
Mr. McGilded had another article in Paul
This is
that
vine, not
Winterbank,
blood. You can't prove otherwise.
as this second pawnbroker's ticket proves. There were 2 articles belonging to Mr. McGilded in the Winterbank's pawnbrokery, and the reason you broke into the shop that night was to recover the second one. Together with your 2 accomplices, the Skulkin brothers. Gah!
This is the second ticket, is it? What had that the man deposited?
The article description reads, one small box.
A rather vague description, it seems to me.
Are you suggesting that I broke into the pawnbrokery with these clowns in order to steal some trinket box? I believe there are
Jawohl.
adequate grounds to suspect that you did. This is absurd! Why on earth would I do such a thing? Once the article had been forfeited, I could simply walk into the shop and purchase it. There would be absolutely no need for me to resort to theft. That's a good point.
Indeed. The witness makes a solid argument.
Damn, he's spitting facts. Damn, bro. Stop spitting facts at me. Jesus.
So that means for some reason, this Graydon fellow needed the small box that very night, does it?
Objection!
Ah! How dare you fucking object to a child?
Oh, it's kind of easy. You just did it.
Nah.
It's time to put an end to this nonsense, my lord. Kill him.
Dude.
Put a bullet in him. Could you be a little less cryptic, Lord Von Zeeks? Put a gun against his head, pull my trigger, now he's dead.
Yeah.
I want you to kill my learned friend here.
Wait, what? What did I do?
You did everything you did!
Ah!
I do hate to ruin my learned friend's argument, but the truth is quite incontrovertible. On the night in question, no small box was taken from Winterbank's pawnbrokery. And rest assured, the prosecution can prove it.
What?
Good gracious! Inspector, show us the photographic prints to the court, if you please.
Yes, sir. What print? These prints were taken from one of the detective security cameras.
Ah! Holly's red-handed recorders again!
picked up.
As previously explained, using the split of the shop layout. The victim's establishment was furnished with automatic cameras in 2 locations. One was set to capture the counter when Mr. Vinderbank received his customers. And another was set to capture the shelves on which articles were placed for sale once forfeited.
According to the information on this ticket, Victor's small box had been forfeited already. 2 days before the incident at 9 p.m. on 13 April, to be precise. Which means it will have been on the shelves of forfeited items in the shop front. Now, what I have here is a print taken by one of the cameras about 2 hours before the incident. That's at 11 p.m. on 15th of April.
The victim certainly had a very full shop, it would appear.
And then here we have another print. This one was taken about 2 hours after the incident.
I see, so we have 2 pictures to compare.
Who's on the naughty list this time?
No one yet.
Hello, how are y'all doing today?
Good.
Though I must say that
Doing good.
placing them side by side
Nice.
leaves me cold. I got nothing to complain about. I want to learn Blender, so I'm looking at Arbill's ball and I'm just like, why do none of these rigs work? I want to learn, damn it! Make them do the funny dance. Dear me, that's starting to make my head ache.
Obviously,
Hey, Beatricles!
at Scotland Yard, we consider theft as one possible motive in this case. We explored the possibility that something had been taken in addition to the victim's life.
So your men have already compared these 2 prints thoroughly, Inspector.
Yes, sir. We counted every single item in each of these 2 photographic prints.
Naruhodo!
Yes?
Do you know what Where's Waldo is? Excuse me, hold up, this is London. Where's Wally?
No.
Would you like to?
Do I have a choice?
No.
Okay. And the yard,
Yes, muzzle upon you.
and the yard concluded that exactly the same number are present in both.
Ah. In other words, nothing was taken from the pawnbrokery on the night in question. And my learned friend's assertion is nothing more than a hopeful fantasy.
I don't believe it. If I could just shown that he stolen McGilda's pawn box. I might have been able to break him down at last. Aha! Get fucked! I have racism on my side.
Yeah, it's true, he does.
And Neo died.
Sorry.
You know what, Reno? I've been thinking. I wonder if these two photographs really are exactly the same.
You gotta do the fucking 3D shit again.
What?
Do we really need to keep explaining this?
I'm a little bit stupid. Explain it to me one more time.
Ah!
So, counsel, in the light of evidence put forward by the prosecution, what is your position? It seems that, in fact, on the night in question, nothing was stolen from the victim's establishment. Do you accept the prosecution's assertion?
I don't know. Could there be some hidden discrepancy in these two photographic prints somewhere?
You find the Giga Chad Nick Cage photo in one of them.
I wasn't sure at first, but let me cross my eyes real quick. I can't see shit. I wasn't sure at first, but there is a clear discrepancy between these two prints.
That you must identify the location in question for the court counsel. Indicate the precise location of the discrepancy which you speak.
Oh, I see it.
Where's Wally? Where's Wally, Naruhodo?
Granted, these two prints are almost identical.
That is a man in a white and red shirt. We're looking for a red and white shirt.
However, there is one minor discrepancy between them. What? When you view the two pictures stereoscopically, a single area stands out as being different. The location of the small box.
Let me wait. Unbelievable!
The autopsy report was not updated. Wait. He really is going cross-eyed.
Jesus.
By Jove, you're right. How extraordinary.
What this tells us is very simple. Mr. McGilda's small box was indeed not stolen from Winterbank on the night in question. However, there can be no doubt that somebody picked up this particular box and then returned it to its place on the shelves.
Are you suggesting that small box originally deposited by Mr. McGilded is in fact?
Yes! The very same small box I just identified in those photographic prints!
Objection!
How many pages have I written?
Mindless guesswork. What if it was? So a box was moved on the shelf. Nothing was stolen. Which means, quite simply, that nothing has changed!
That may be true, but... Alright, McGilded's box wasn't stolen then. But doesn't the fact that it was moved, like that change thing? It changes everything!
You will not make your assertion about being chased down by Medusa heads.
Bah! I believe this changes everything about the case.
How can that possibly be?
Whoa, Echo. I know who you are. The crucial point is the fact that what was moved was a small box. In other words, we have to consider what might have been inside that box.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting that we need to examine that box as soon as possible. The box. You opened it. I came.
Okay.
A vital piece of evidence is sitting on the shelves at Winterbanks as we speak.
Objection!
That won't be necessary.
Bruh. Like you would fucking know.
Yeah, and I bet a bullet that hits a prosecutor in the shoulder won't be relevant. But guess what? I can see the future.
It was. You can gaze into the future.
Now life will be a dream. That's a real scale of the future I can see.
Some little box belonging to a man who died 2 months ago cannot possibly be relevant to this trial. You are not DL6ing me.
No.
Thank you, Judge.
We'll see about
Court does not
that.
uphold your objection, Lord Von Ziegs. 9!
British Megans?
Bailiff, arrange for an officer to go to Baker Street at once. Obtain the small box in question and bring it back here for further examination.
I like the idea that the Judge Light Reynosuke but hates Van Zeeks. And it,
I know where you live, Herr Judge.
It's
Yes,
because
everyone
Ryunosuke
does.
is
I live in the
nice
North
and
Pole. I'm not
Van
hiding.
Zeeks is naughty.
Phoenix is naughty. Edgeworth is nice. I am going to say a slur!
Just don't.
Ah!
That'll get you guilty for sure.
You taste that? You taste that in the air? Tastes like crackers.
I don't eat crackers. I drink the blood. Your blood. Die, Naruhodo.
Wait, what?
We should have a report within a half an hour.
Don't worry, I just need to go back and forth at the main gate so I can get some more hearts. Don't worry, I'll be fine.
Your
Go.
pathetic knife will not do anything to stop me. I have taken your vision.
My eye!
I think perhaps we should recess for a short... I think we should probably change voices to the right one. I think perhaps we should take a recess for a short while until the evidence is brought forth. To be hoodwinked by it, it's such a farce. Disappointing.
Yeah, Van Zeke. Here, eat your schnitzel.
Naruhodo, what is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk, my learned friend. How about you?
I'm not ready.
I beg your pardon, Lord Van Zeeks? This is nothing but a smokescreen. A Nipponese specialty, it would seem.
God damn.
Casual racism.
What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? There we go.
My learned friend has persisted with the same line of reasoning from the very beginning. That this witness's intent was to steal the article belonging to Mr. McGilded from the pawnbrokery. Yet common sense will tell us that none of the articles have a value enough to be worth stealing in the first place.
Exactly! It would be beyond absurd to break into a place for the purpose of stealing such commonplace property.
Ah,
No, Neo Van Zeeks does not deserve that. He's not that cool.
who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Upside down castle upon you.
Fuck.
If your lordship recalls, Mr. McGilded was perished 2 months ago, immediately after the conclusion of his trial. A trial in which he was found not guilty. The trial in which it was established that he was an upstanding member of society. His reputation implied, in fact. So I propose a toast, my learned friend, and his most insightful defense.
Chronicles' upstanding member of society pawned were entirely ordinary. A black overcoat that just happened to have a music box sticks in one of its pockets and a small box.
A music box what? And who now what?
Music box. Bloodborne.
I assure you, I wouldn't accept even if the man tried to make a gift of such things to me. You know, that does make rather a lot of sense. Not if he was gold or jewels, is it? Though goodness knows Mr. McGilda was rich enough. You can't deposit cash out of pawnbrokery, I'm certain of that.
The prosecution's argument is undeniably compelling. It is incumbent on the defense now to bolster his argument. That's not even remotely Castlevania music. I don't know what that was.
Nope.
So explain what possible significant. Oh shit!
And Van Zeke's died.
My bottle of soda. It didn't leak, thank God. To explain what possible significance these commonplace articles pawned by this fine citizen could have.
Oh, stop it, you. You're fine.
Aren't you dead?
Oh shit, you're right.
Well, counsel, is your argument in fact demonstrable? Are you able to show proof that the disc or the box are in any tangible way related to this case?
Well, I will pass this down to my generations. Bullshit.
What's the matter, Runo? I know that they're related, don't we? They're both vital pieces of evidence.
Yes, of course. You and I both know that. We know McGilda's true character, and we know the disc is significant, even if we don't know why. But we explain all that to the court at this point. We'll have to acknowledge that McGilda's acquittal 2 months ago was a mistake. That the defense argument was flawed, based on false information.
Oh no!
And that would mean admitting that Gina committed perjury.
But Ginny...
Could it be that Van Zeeks knows? Is that why he's doing this now?
Does.
Because he anticipated everything?
The bitch.
Well, maybe. This could be a great opportunity for us.
Let Gina testify.
Yeah.
Sorry, what do you mean, Iris?
Well, what is it that you always say, Runo? Sooner or later, the truth comes out. Every time.
Oh, I thought you meant always brush your teeth twice a day.
That's just common knowledge.
What?
That's not a saying you made.
You're right, it was a saying that my boyfriend made, Kazuma.
It's just a flash over your shoulder, brush your teeth.
Wow, so inspirational.
Fucking Nocturne starts playing. Make sure you brush your teeth 2 times.
Alright, the exact significance of the things that McGilda deposited with Mr. Winterbank is something that only Gina can explain to the court. But if I put her on the stand to testify about that, it could critically damage our chances of winning this case. What's the right thing to do here? Have her testify. My lord, the defense would like to make a proposal. Nocturne starts to play. Make sure you get that victory royale, Naruhodo.
Make sure you get that winner chicken dinner.
Make sure you get that 4K.
Get that Call of Duty War Zone.
Will you live by the sword, or will you live by the die?
Will you live by the sword? Cool.
Heaven
Play
or hell.
Oni.
Mankind knew he. I can't. Fuck it. I've been playing again. I still don't know the opening yet.
That's
Heaven or
all
hell
we
duel
can do.
1.
Mass will link you to the proper thing.
Oh, what proposal, Council?
Make sure you get a 4K on Cowshed, Naruhodo. Bye.
Get an 8K solo.
Play knight. You will become a knight main.
No,
Naruhodo.
he'd be an Oni main, obviously. No, he'd be a spirit main. And Cosmo
Yeah,
would be an Oni
exactly.
main.
Cosmo would be the Oni main, and Ryunosuke would be the spirit main.
No, I reject both of them. I will be a skull merchant main.
No!
More
Don't turn to
respectable
the
than being
dark
a
side,
spirit man.
Ryunosuke. Don't do it.
It's
Nick,
true, hey.
you should know that's more respectable than being a spirit man.
Excuse me, what?
I can't go up against a spirit. My fucking, my ears are shit. While the court awaits the arrival of Mr. McGilda's small box,
Prayer beats, fucking spirit.
I would like to call the defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade, to the witness stand.
Out of Fixed Spirit, number 1, delete all of her add-ons.
Turn that feline voice up to max. No meows.
No, I'm sticking to my meows. I want my
put
meow puns.
You will
But not
have the
actual
powerful
words.
voice by
I want to hear
was it
every
Danny
thought
DeVito or Robert Reynolds?
Meowsle Chef has to say.
But Muscular Chef probably isn't even in this game.
That it's not worth buying.
You get to fight Plesioth and Kez.
No, you will buy it because crossplay is finally being added to this fucking game.
I don't play Hunts Online. You think I'm crazy?
You will play Hunts Online. We will bully you into playing
We
Hunts Online with us.
Join us.
Fuck you, I'm in solo queue.
Family.
The defendant. Muscular Chef is in everything. I will mod him into the game.
We'll probably be there, if I'm gonna be honest.
What?
It's to do with the various articles deposited at Winterbank by Mrs. McGilda, my lord. Miss Lestrade has information relating to them. I believe it would be beneficial for the court to hear what she has to say. It will prove the significance of the articles in question once and for all. Now we're cooking with gas.
freedom of speech. Things are becoming interesting. I presume you've considered the implications of the testimony you are proposing.
Neo, I'm not gonna survive this game intact. I'm not gonna survive Wilds intact, I swear to God.
No. We're going down together.
Women!
Ew, women.
Go on, play little Monster Hunter games. I'll stick with the good old funny gay lawyer game.
I still need to. I really want them to do a fucking Ace Attorney collab. Cause like it's fucking Capcom, they have the rights to it, they can just do it. They did it once before with like a Japanese exclusive thing. And they haven't done it since, which is weird. They did one for fucking Resident Evil where I could get my ass beat as Leon. In World.
I still can't believe they replaced the handler with Mr. X in Monster Hunter World. That's the most
so
wild
funny. I wish I got that. That was so funny. I got one of my
speaking
favorite
of Monster
screenshots of
Hunter,
all time.
While I was shopping yesterday, one of the places I had a Blu-ray copy of the Monster Hunter movie. And I was debating on whether or not I wanted to force you guys to do a movie night.
No!
Yeah!
No!
Yeah!
I don't want to see the director's wife
Give me
do
the
shit.
slop! Give me the slop! Yeah, baby! That's what I'm aiming for. That's what it's all about.
Literally shows the flagship monster for 10 minutes at the very end and it doesn't do shit.
Honestly, you're gonna fight. If you're gonna fight a monster, bring a gun.
Rathalos!
That's why bowguns exist. But they didn't use those.
Rathalos versus the full might of the U.S. military!
So fucking stupid.
Oh,
Why did they make it an isekai movie? Why did they make it an isekai movie? There's no
Wait, which monster?
Did make it an
Hold,
isekai movie. Oh my God!
Which Monster Hunter movie? Because you mentioned isekai, which Monster Hunter movie are we talking about?
There's
It's
just
fucking
one.
the newest one. I don't think there's any more.
Oh my God, they're both isekais!
What do you mean there's two? I thought there was the only one.
There's an anime movie.
There's an anime movie.
Fuck.
And it's an isekai too.
Oh God, why are they making them isekais? Why?
That's it. I'm done. That's it. That's enough life. I'm done.
Fatalis versus the full might of the U.S. military.
Dracula versus military people. Oh, wait a minute, that's next month.
In particular, the impact will have on the accused standings on your own. I didn't catch all of that.
It's still there, so I accidentally pressed evidence.
Do not press the buttons while I am talking. I will drink your blood. And not in a sexy way.
Baby, bite me right here.
I will not bite you there.
Spray bottle.
Ah!
Ah, the holy water! In particular, the impact it would have on the accuser's standing. And indeed your own.
Is Dead by Daylight an isekai game?
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! It technically is.
I'm going to kill
Shut the
you.
fuck up!
I hate
Shut
you.
your fucking whore mouth!
You're going to be hunted down for sport.
The worst part is, it technically is.
I hate it now.
Isekai just means another world.
Yeah. Being
Dead by
transported to
Daylight is
another
the best
world.
isekai ever made.
Exactly, baby!
Hell no! Hell no! Hell no! Dot hack sign.
No, the
joking.
Dead by Daylight movie is the Dead by Daylight movie is the best isekai movie ever. It's not even
Will be
out
the
yet.
best isekai movie if Nick Cage gets to play Blight.
Oh God. I have.
If Nick Cage is actually in the movie, they'll just come full circle.
Yeah.
Lord Van Zeeks, would you care to explain that last remark?
Get Bruce
Will be the
Campbell in
first
there
time
too.
It'll be the third time he's done a horror movie.
it's Bruce Campbell, but he's just playing like a random gas station employee, and in like a scene before the main characters are taken into the realm.
The prosecution accepts the defense's proposal.
I
I want them to have a scene where Nicolas Cage is just Nicolas Cage, and it is let it play out in the exact absurdity it deserves to be played under.
I hope Matthew Cote just makes a fucking cameo in it.
I'm ready
he will?
for the DVD movie to be a fucking fever dream.
Matthew Cote plays
Specifically-
Dwight, and his last line is, "You know, I think we're doing a pretty good job so far." I move to interrupt the cross-examination of the current witness and hear from the accused herself.
My brain might actually explode if that happens.
Very well, if you have no objection.
I want the clown to show up and say it's licking time and lick everybody's fingers.
No!
I'm gonna totally clown on all of you. And clowns all over all of them.
Amazing. 10 out of 10 movie right there.
I'm on the PTB.
No. The entire movie takes place in the PGB.
Man, I
Court
can't.
will now hear the testimony of the defendant,
No,
Miss Gina
this is the
Nostra.
Castlevania PGB.
Man, I can't believe they made an entire game series based on this movie.
Is that a fucking camera? Paw! The witness currently
the
in the
final
stand may step
scene
down
is-
until further notice.
The final scene is the unknown notices the camera and looks at the audience is going through the screen.
I shall bid you a good day.
Damn, it's so real.
Oh, speaking of Dead by Daylight fans in the wild, I found an artist that I follow is a Dead by Daylight fan because they got commissioned to do a piece of like someone's persona with the unknown. And it's just like, I can't share it because their account has a lot of not safe for work and kink stuff. But it's like I find Dead by Daylight in the fucking strangest places. I swear to God.
It follows us everywhere.
I saw someone with a Dead
Or
by.
at least expected.
I saw someone with a Dead by Daylight sticker on their car.
Really?
Yeah.
One of my coworkers at Spirit Halloween a couple years back played Dead by Daylight.
I mean, it's a Spirit Halloween. That's kind of understandable.
They hated the fact that I played Doctor.
I think several of my coworkers at work have talked about playing Dead by Daylight, and I've talked about it with them.
That
Oh my god.
So, I talked with my friend about potentially like getting. I talked with a friend of mine about potentially getting him into Dead by Daylight sometime. It was like he commented, it was like he's like the third friend he has who plays it.
you, sir, shall remain in the
Nice.
stand while Miss Lestrada testifies.
Nice.
As you wish. Alright then, Gina. It's time. I know this will be hard, but please, put your faith in me here.
Good luck, Bruno.
Ew, you smell of pork. The articles that Mr. McGilda had deposited in Winterbank's pawnbrokery are intimately related with the omnibus case, the trial of which was heard in a courtroom 2 months ago.
I'd starve a cameo in the DVD movie.
Yeah, baby. Man, I can't believe they put a 15-minute explanation of Odds Daughter explain the lore of Dead by Daylight.
Yes, and I remember
No, the entire movie is just an
before me in
8-hour
trial as
add-on
well.
tier list for It's just
The clicking's back!
Ah,
the entire movie is a two-parter. It's like a series of tier lists for
Ew.
every add-on for every killer.
Bits, I blame you.
Oh, it's aggressive.
yeah. Jesus Christ.
Well, stop
Aggressive.
being punched by it.
Punched by sound.
Yeah, that you can actually get punched by sound.
I know. I have been punched by sound.
That's right, my lord. Her testimony helped to establish the innocence of the defendant, Mr. McGilded.
The omnibus case was intriguing, to say the least. And now we are here again. The same players in the trial facing each other once more. A twist of fate, perhaps, by Napani's friend.
Allow me to recap the events of 2 months ago. You can have yourself a recap up here on youtube.com/cornneck.
No.
Swear to God.
An old brickmaker was stabbed to death in an omnibus running along London's winter streets. Apart from the victim, there was only one other person in the carriage, Mr. McGilded. Naturally, he was the prime suspect for the murder. But as the trial progressed, another possibility emerged. That the murder in fact took place above the defendant's head on the roof deck, with the body then being dropped through the skylight into the carriage below.
It's from Nick's stream. You just have to turn the volume down.
It was Miss Lashar whose testimony brought that possibility to light. Ah, fuck, I dropped my... At the time of the incident, Miss Lashar was concealed under the seat in the carriage, hoping to pick the pockets of unsuspecting passengers. It's also a great hide-and-seek spot. Then immediately after the trial, having been acquitted of the murder, Mr. McGilded died in the very courtroom in the most extraordinary of circumstances. He was killed by a ghost.
A mystery that remains unsolved even now, 2 months on. Did no one examine the fucking burnt omnibus in the middle of a goddamn courtroom?
Fire was so bad it burnt the entire thing to ashes. It was nothing left.
Bullshit! Horse shit! That room should have been filled with police officers. I know that the bobbies are fucking useless, but they could have at least tried.
Yeah.
I'm going. This is my Joker arc. I'm gonna fucking morb.
No.
I'm going to mob.
Oh,
I'm mobbing. Ah!
It's morbid time!
Oh, that was a.
You
that was
good?
I didn't know I could hit.
Oh my God.
What are the guys? What are the solo killer releases? Morbius.
There's fucking windows open and shit. Someone's gonna think I'm being murdered.
Yeah.
As indeed does the omnibus murder itself. I hear a fucking knock on the door. Anything that's like, hey, you got a report of a fucking murder?
And this is why we forget Ultimate Deadpool.
Be that as it may. And it's like one of the windows is like the front window too. That shit goes out to the street. I recall neither the disc nor the small box being mentioned in the course of these proceedings.
Miss Lestrade? Would you tell the court now, please? What really happened in the omnibus 2 months ago, I mean. Magic school bus?
Death.
It's one of my favorite things there. One of my favorite posts ever is like, Magic School Bus could be in your ass at any point in time. You'd never know. Anyway. The silence speaks volumes.
And Neo died.
I don't know what you mean. I already said all of what I know.
And what about everything you told us yesterday from inside your prison cell? Please, Miss Lestrade, this is extremely important.
But
Remember, little girl. If it transpires that you are willfully withheld information in the trial 2 months ago, the Home Office will seek to prosecute you for perjury. I don't know why I said it like that.
You said that really soft.
Unnaturally, you will lose all credibility as a witness. So, let's face the facts. You have little credibility to lose. Speaking of laughing evilly, when are we going back to Danganronpa?
I said when I feel like it. But I was thinking about next week, maybe? Actually, no, the week after that, because Castlevania, it comes out on PTV.
Jenny, don't listen to him.
Danganronpa's canceled the second Dracula shows up.
Exactly.
Please, you have to trust Reno now.
Sorry, we got taken to the
Iris?
castle.
The castle flipped upside down.
We're on
checked
your
it out.
side.
Sorry.
alright then. I'll talk.
It's the right choice, Ginny. I mean, Gina, fuck.
Then it would seem that my learned friend is hell-bent on bringing the entire courtroom down about his ears. So be it. I must confess that I'm struggling to understand what on earth is happening here. However, it would appear that the Gilded Pond articles, in an extraordinary case of the omnibus, harbor secrets of which have been we have been hitherto unaware. So, Miss Lestrade, you will now give your testimony before the court about the events of 2 months ago. You will reveal the truth, a commodity sorely lacking in your original statements.
This is it then. Everything's going to come out. Like Van Zeke said. This could bring the whole courtroom down about my ears. But as a lawyer, I'm prepared to take that risk. I will teach this to my next of kin.
Actually, really good animatronic. What the fuck?
The truth is, that brickmaker cove was in the cabin of the omnibus the whole time. When the Irishman dragged me up from under the seat, I saw that disc on the floor. All of a sudden, I heard a scream from over my head and that pair on the roof deck went off to call the slops. That's when McGilded slipped the driver some tin to do a run to the pawn shop roundabout. He threatened me not to snitch, not to say nothing to no one about what I had seen or heard.
All I heard was, cheers, love, the cavalry's here through all of that.
Cheers, love, the cavalry's here!
Good grief, this is outrageous! What you've just told the court bears almost no resemblance to your testimony 2 months ago. As you say, my lord, that there's every chance I may have adjudicated an error in McGilded's trial. Well, he's on God's naughty list now.
There.
He didn't go to the fun hell either. It sounds very much to me as if the man deliberately deceived this court.
The judge in the future, a few months later, after giving Matt Ungard a not guilty. In the bad ending.
Mm.
In an effort to cover up the most wicked of schemes. Without a doubt, your lordship is correct. A great injustice was done in this courtroom 2 months ago. The actions of the accused in that trial, of this witness, and my stupid bitch friend over there, are entirely unexcusable.
I don't believe it. The whole trial was a farce. It was all lies. That McGilded fellow was brought to the court just like that pickpocket. Don't forget that lawyer from the east. They were all on it together. What the fuck? Hey!
You're wrong, the lawyer! Mr. Norado, the lawyer there, he did nothing to know about it.
Chanting slurs. Chanting slurs. Humbug.
Why am I catching strays here? And Skipper died.
I don't think so. Are we really expected to believe that?
I would say I was doing my job, but you don't want to fucking hear that.
Really stitched everyone up, didn't he? What an operation. Get the man off scot-free. This is where we find out that Naruhodo isn't related to Phoenix, he's actually related to Von Karma.
And Skipper died.
Unforgivable. Stop. Lies have to stop. Stop.
Yes, the defense made a terrible error of judgment. I intend to take full responsibility and suffer whatever consequences are deemed appropriate. However, it's imperative that the court allows the witness to elaborate on her testimony, because the true significance of McGilda's pawn articles must be brought to light.
Very well, my learned student friend. Given the depths of calamity you've just plunged yourself into, this
I think we broke him.
Drop the bass.
this
We gotta reboot him.
worth wearing.
Calamity, wonder of you.
Words fail me. This situation is utterly deplorable. Mr. Naruhodo!
Yes, my lord? I'm sorry.
Naughty list!
No!
I will decide upon your fate following the conclusion of this trial.
So you mean I could get that train set?
You will get a Lego Death Star.
You're getting nothing.
That's fucking worth.
It's Victorian London. You're getting various diseases from around London.
No!
Chlamydia!
Of course, my lord.
Get
Fucking.
various towel boxes upon thee.
Blimey, Mr. Naruhodo.
Plague upon ye! Now, counsel, proceed with the cross-examination.
Hold it!
Are you... Well, and you were hiding in the cabin at the time as well, weren't you, Miss Lestrade? If I remember rightly, in the storage compartment underneath one of the seats.
Yeah, that's right. It's pitch black under there, so you can't see nothing at all.
Bruh.
What the heck are they doing?
What the fuck are you doing?
Excuse me.
Excuse me?
Wait,
Don't do
was
it.
he?
Do not do another fucking JoJo pose.
They're like whispering
Dio
to each
posing?
other.
Oh my god.
It looks like Graydon's whispering to Gregson.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying
You better
attention to
not
fucking
say
Joe
shit.
Henry.
Is there something you'd like to share with the court, Inspector Gregson, Mr. Graydon?
Yeah, what the fuck are they doing?
Gregson, no. Don't tell me you're a dirty cop. Inspector! Mr. Graydon! What? Blimey, you trying to give me a heart attack? You have been whispering to each other for quite some time now. Tell us, what is the discussion about? Discussion? With this fella? For the other one, sunshine. You think I got anything to talk about with a shady gent like this?
Bro.
I have nothing to say to this cough detective after he deprived me of that disc that was rightfully mine.
You were literally just whispering to each other.
But they've clearly been talking the entire time I've been cross-examining Gina. It's as if they've been negotiating.
Oh, yeah. I bet Gregson's taking bribes.
Gregson, no! Is this another Bobby situation?
Oh boy. Bobby, no.
You will kindly refrain from talking amongst yourselves while the witness is giving testimony.
Yes, sorry, my lord. What were those two talking about?
Well, I'm gonna give myself a mochi. I'll be right back.
Miss Lestrade, continue with your testimony, please.
Hold it!
Now we wait. Oh, excuse me. Break it out like.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay, welcome back. Read this line again.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. It's pitch black under there, so you can't see nothing at all. Where? Sorry. I almost lost my mochi. It slipped out of my hand.
Now, in your testimony 2 months ago, I feel certain you claimed that Mr. McGilded was the sole passenger, did you not? False testimony, my lord.
That's what he told me I had to say.
Hold on, I'm looking at something.
What?
Oh my fucking god! It's a Deadpool 3 spoiler.
I put something in mute a little while back.
Yeah, we saw. Well, I saw. But it's important that you tell us the truth now. Were Mr. McGill and the victim acquaintances?
I don't know. But I did hear him talking a lot.
I need to check something. How old are you? 27.
Yes.
What were they talking about?
27 in Victorian London. They're ancient.
Well, I couldn't hear him too well, but if I had to say, I think it was about money or something. They kept talking about buying and not buying. What are you buying? Stranger,
What are you buying?
what are you buying?
Something an old friend of mine used to say.
All I can think of is fucking Neo Crane fucking video where he's like, haha, gun! Just cuts him off.
Haha! Gun!
Gun!
Perhaps business dealings of some kind.
Well, anyway, they got louder and louder. It started to sound like a proper fight. I was pretty scared by then. I hardly dared to breathe. And then, all of a sudden, I heard a noise like someone killing over on the floor. It was blooming loud and all.
Oh yeah, fucking Homelander's cook if he has to fight Hancock. Literal fucking angel versus guy with daddy ish. With no way, he has plenty of issues.
There's a easy has-been hotel joke to make there.
Yeah.
They could fight. They're on the same network. Lucifer could just say, "Oh, but this is the guy with the mother's milk addiction. Death."
Will Charlie try to reform Homelander?
I think she tried everyone in the hotel. He was like, "Absolutely the fuck not." And I believe you let out an involuntary scream.
Yeah. That's what gave me away.
Hold it!
Hold it! Was the disc you saw this disc?
Yeah, I reckon it probably was. It was right next to the cove lying on the floor. What is up with this music box, dude? Why do they want the music disc so bad?
Imagine the music disc is just like military secrets or something.
How do you play that on a fucking music box, though?
That's a good question.
It just plays notes. What could it possibly have other than just music?
Oh, it could, like, music box could be used for like a Morse code or something, so that's how you probably notice.
Maybe.
But that's a fucking stretch on what I said.
Yeah, that's a stretch.
What? Huh?
We're
We're
trying to.
talking about like why the music box is so important.
Yeah, I said it's probably has some like military codes or something, and you can use like Morse
Somehow
codes
putting
on it.
Morse code in the music disc, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that's so fucking stupid.
It's an original Vivaldi.
Yeah.
But-
I don't know. I don't know what it.
I don't know Victorian musicians. Fucking, I don't know. Fucking chamber music was still like the hottest thing on the top 100.
Look, it's obviously a piece of Eden from Assassin's Creed.
Could this disc have belonged to the victim, perhaps?
I don't know. The McGilded picked it up pretty smartish. And when he sat the cove with the knife in his belly up on the seat,
What did he say to you at the time?
He told me not to say a word about what I'd seen or heard to no one. About the disc and all. I was dead scared. The way he was looking at me, I thought if I didn't go along with it, I got stuck with that knife too.
Probably.
She just did it all out of self-defense. Don't blame her.
I'm not afraid to shank a child.
Yeah, I'll kill a child. Watch me.
Ah.
Then
Ah.
he started asking me a load of questions. Like what my name was and where I lived and that. He asked me about being a diver too.
But after a while, what had happened in the carriage was noticed.
Yeah, that's right. First there was a kind of rapping noise. And I can't say shit.
They were rapping? I didn't know McGilda had the
They
bar.
were beatboxing.
Hold it!
Why so serious? I need to find that fucking video. Joker rapping.
Oh god.
There were 2 gentlemen occupying the seats on the roof deck, I believe.
That's right.
Hey, remember these guys?
They must have looked down through the skylight and noticed the cove with the knife in his guts. When they screamed, the driver pulled up and the horses and McGilda got me out of sight.
Out of sight? Where?
Back under the seat where I started off. Once the carriage came to a halt, the 2 coves from the roof ran off to fetch the slops.
If they immediately left to fetch the police, it would appear they were entirely unrelated to the incident. Ah.
So that led McGilda to driver and you still at the scene.
Yeah, only the driver didn't know I was there because I was under the seat.
Under floorboards?
On the floorboard.
Oh, sorry. The cabin door opened and a voice from outside. God damn, I haven't listened to this in so long. I miss it.
What? Driver, yes, he also testified in the trial, I believe. A fellow that went by the name of Beppo, if memory serves. Somehow perpetually cold despite all the fire in this room.
Yeah.
What did McGilda and the driver say to each other?
I don't know what happened and stuff like that, mainly. That's when we whoops.
Hold it!
That pawn shop obviously being Windibags on Baker Street.
Just a moment, Counsel. Do you mean to tell me? That the driver gave false testimony in a trial as well? Perhaps the excursions as a broker slipped his mind when he was in the stand. Ah. Sorry, I'm playing Marvel Sabbath. This your opponent just instantly quit.
No.
Indeed, Lord Van Zeeks. We take those? Question mark.
McGilda took off his coat and gave it to the driver. He folded it up all careful-like before handing it over. When I saw him do that, I remember thinking, that coat's in what it has gotta be worth a few bob.
Yes, Gina was sure that this must be worth more than Mr. Winterbeck was suggesting, wasn't she? I remember her quibbling with him over the price that afternoon at the pawnbrokery.
The driver looked pretty happy when McGilda flashed some brass in his face. He went running off at a lick. Then the bog troller called to me and told me to come up from the drag's cabin.
Oh, you're not gonna like what's about to happen.
Hold it!
Threaten you? How exactly?
Told me I'd only be able to scop if I did exactly what he said.
I am back.
I...
Hi, back. Which included giving false testimony in courts 2 months ago.
Yeah, that's it. And there was one other thing he said.
Which was?
He told me I'd have to hang on to the ticket from the pawn shop and make sure not to lose it.
The ticket? Well, I never.
Said that if he didn't show up to said that if he didn't show up to get the ticket off me before 2 months passed, I had to go to the pawn shop and pay the money to keep it in log, to stop it from being forfeited. He left me with some brass to pay for it. Brass to pay for it.
Oh, thank God. They're
But
making
really,
another American Dad season.
American Dad, a fate worse than death.
I like American Dad.
Why on earth would Mr. McGilden have done such a thing? Depositing his overcoat with a pawnbroker before the arrival of the police, it makes no sense at all.
There would seem to be only one logical explanation, my lord. What McGilda had the driver deposit at Winterbanks was something he didn't want the police to see. Something very important that he needed to hide at all costs.
Anyway, after that, he let me go. So I legged it before the coppers showed up.
Thank you, Miss Lestrade. Thank you, Counsel. I've heard enough. Guilty.
But
I believe we now have a reasonable understanding of what actually transpired in the omnibus.
So cool.
It
Why?
would appear.
When
it
did
would
these
appear-
come out?
I
It would
didn't.
appear on the night 2 months ago, a negotiation was taking place on the omnibus.
I did not need you to whisper in my ear. Unless it's free real estate.
It's free real estate.
God damn it.
It's free real estate.
Oh my fucking god, my Astros!
It's free real estate.
Free.
Real estate.
See, y'all don't got.
Negotiation concerning this disc. However, matters did not run.
And you do?
Y'all don't got that crispy voice acting mic that Neo has. Oh god fucking damn it!
I'm getting that fucking blue Yeti this year, Nick.
Hell yeah.
Only a matter of time.
Blue Yetis are
And
great.
you have free real estate? Come on.
Yes.
I should get a Yeti
Then
mic.
the parties involved began to quarrel over price. McGilden took what he wanted by force! At the expense of another man's life.
Which proves my point. The disc is clearly extremely valuable in some way. Although I don't understand why as yet.
It's the platinum chip.
And 2 days ago, precisely 2 months after the omnibus incident, McGilden's coat and its contents were due to be forfeited.
I didn't know what I should do with the ticket. I mean, the code died right after his trial. I knew that.
So you decidedly want to try and claim the articles as your own.
Well, why not, eh? They're only gonna be forfeited. Why shouldn't I have got them?
You're not the proper owner of the
Anyway, you can't blame me for thinking about it. Thinking ain't no crime.
True.
Actually, crime thought was just outlawed.
Huh?
Miss Lestrade, it would appear that Mr. McGilden was prepared to kill in order to take possession of this disc. Do you know why that would be?
Eh?
Wait,
I ain't got a clue.
it's not platinum. It can't be. Who needs the platinum chip when you got this platinum drip?
But I reckon it must be worth a fair bit of brass. He was probably gonna sell it. And you can't blame me for thinking that. Thinking ain't no crime.
Ah.
My boy. Hey, British Meekins.
The evidence your lordship requested has been located and is ready for the court's inspection, sir.
Gasp.
The platinum chip has been located.
The mystery little box deposited by Miss Gilded 2 months ago. There's no doubt in my mind that's the key in this far-reaching puzzle. Whew. One more to go.
Oh boy.
Final part of the trial.
Finally. How many
Box.
episodes has it been?
You opened it. Came.
23 right now.
Oh!
So this is the article in question, is it?
Damn. I can't see.
Yo! One of the best variants in the game! Let's go! Sorry.
That.
I just blew everyone's ears out. It's like... I hit that dollar store, let's go gambling, can't stop winning. I actually can't stop winning today. I got 2 good pulls today. It's weird to say that considering one of them is a swarm variant, which means that this is a T-Rex made out of Nazi bees.
Yeah.
Yep.
Comics be weird.
Yeah.
I should be able to hit Cassandra Nova quickly enough. Might even be able to hit the variant. The small box deposited with the pawnbroker by Mr. McGilded 2 months ago.
On the night of Mr. Winterback's murder. Who's humming?
Sorry.
The only item on the shelves that was touched by whoever broke into the shop. Are we gonna get like models moving and opening it like what Phoenix and Apollo and Athena did in Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice?
Quick, quick! Let's open it and see what's inside!
Who's opening it? Ghost!
If you have ghosts...
There's Rocket.
I've been feeling like a ghost, but it's you I hate the most. And there's no guarantee it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm.
A ghost in the fog!
Damn, bro.
Good gracious. This is an ordinary box, it seems. Also,
Wow. Although in truth, I had an inkling that might be the case. Oh, hell yeah, they finally...
it would appear that
Oh, go ahead.
it would appear that box houses a miniature music box movement. Weird how that happens, huh?
I say.
No, what?
Never seen that before.
Then, is it too much to expect? I think it would be reasonable to assume that this is the device for a playback of this disc, my lord. Let's see, 14. I should just leave now. So here we have the means to play back Mr. McGilded's disc, deposited with the bank at much the same time.
That cheapy variant was
Not strictly
really
correct,
smooth.
my lord. It was not Mr. McGilded's disc. It was the disc of the victim on ends of omnibus. But why, for heaven's sake? Are we to understand that the brick maker was trying to sell the music box disc to Mr. McGilded?
Excuse me. I believe the answer will become clear if we listen to the music on the disc, my lord.
Yes, very well. Let the court now listen to this curious disc at last.
Who said that? Gregson? Wait, my lord!
Oh boy.
Gregsy, no.
Ergsy, for fuck's sake. Cooperate!
Good grief, what is the meaning of this, Inspector?
The music box and the disc are, well, they're unrelated to the case. No need to spoil the somber atmosphere in the courtroom with some silly bit of music. This disc may very well have motivated the culprit in this case to commit murder. Clearly, there's every chance that it's fundamentally important to understanding what happened. Thanks, Iris, I think. I mean, thanks, Van Zeeks, I think.
The prosecution has no objection.
But no! The piece of evidence is put.
Clearly Scotland Yard has some vested interest here. But it is policy as a prosecutor to leave no avenues unexplored. And you, Inspector, have no jurisdiction here to prevent that from happening. No further delays, please. Play the disc.
I wish I could hear it.
Oh, I know this one. Raining Blood by Slayer.
Is it playing anything?
Yeah, it's playing. It's playing, but there's like a. It's playing like a rhythm, but like in the middle of it, it stops for a second and then continues to play at the end.
Okay.
But we'll find out more next time.
Oh boy.